Okay, I'm just doing this. Ooh, must be using the wrong delay. Right. We have 1 minute left.
Yeah, join on me.
Let me know when you're ready.
Is that a way? Press it. Right next to it. Darn it. Oh, wait, I thought it wanted a little.
All
Okay, everyone's.
You've got an air, mother.
Okay, stand by for teleportation.
Roger. Streamer started, baby.
Sorry. Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, pain away.
Right, so yeah. So we are going to be doing the phase 2 basic driving for today. So hopefully my driving's better than my flying. So.
Oh, come on, I have to go all the way there. But in a shortcut to get all the way from one point of the map to the other.
Go on the map and right click teleport Zeus. Might just be you, it might be the entirety of Zeus, I don't know. Careful.
Yeah, just rather not. We've got one more course on the other side, so we don't want to interrupt him. Ooh, bloody hell. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay, so if there is a damaged, what do you call it? The lads do see a damaged mantra. It was not me. Okay.
Roger.
Turns out that was though.
Right, so yeah, I'm about to another stream, guys. So today I'll be doing the
Stand by for teleport.
Roger. I'll be doing the phase 2 basic driving course. Ah. Oh. So yeah.
Alright. Hello, yeah?
Yep.
Hello? No. I just heard a no. Why aren't we all here? What's going on?
No, I said hello.
Oh, hello. Okay. I believe that's my new today.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We'll just come this way and face south of me, please.
An axe
For
is
my
right next to it.
line, baseline, extended line. Right.
Why do you have
Let me just get some space in this way. Yeah, so I have Mr. Slow. Just doing a quick roll call, lads. Mr. Sorga. Angus.
What lessons do I have tomorrow?
Shepherd.
I have maths and class.
And Niles.
Yeah.
I'm missing a few. Anyway. Right. First off, I just want to thank you lads for bearing with me. I know we're about 20 minutes into the course already, but I just personally want to thank you all for bearing with me. Yeah. I'll try and get to do a bunch of it really quickly, so we can move on with the course and I can get you off nice and early. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Roger
with
that.
being said, welcome to the Phase 2 Basic Driving course. This is delivered due to the need drive in a safe and tactical manner on server. The rules of tonight are: if you are going to go AFK, please let me know and take a knee. Please allow your fellow candidates the opportunity to ask questions and receive an answer from the instructor. Okay? Following this course, you'll be able to confidently drive any 4 to 6 wheel vehicle currently used in the 4th Infantry Brigade. Have a basic knowledge of the capabilities of each vehicles which we use, and obviously confidently drive and communicate with the inside of a convoy. The advanced course will cover the advanced course will cover tactics and advanced maneuvers such as jockeying, breaking contact, highest default drills, and obviously safety. Ensure that you follow direction at all times. Do not drive dangerously. If you injure any candidate or the instructors, you will fail. I am Sergeant Arma, for those of you who do not know me, and I'll be your Phase 2 basic driving course instructor. Over here to my right is Lance Corporal J. Neal. He is a member of J7 and he will just be invigilating tonight. But obviously, lads, please do treat him with the utmost respect, as he would obviously treat you with. Okay? Any questions before we begin? Right. Communication is a two-way street, lads. I am a firm believer of it. So, I pose a question, you guys provide me with feedback. You pose a question, I provide you with feedback. So if I say, is there any questions, lads? What are you going to say?
No.
No.
I don't expect a no yes, sir. And I don't expect a no yes, Sarge. I can call me Sarge. You'll be running up and down Cagney and Lacey. Roger that? You can either call me Sarge, instructor, or any of the above, or staff. It's up to you. Roger that?
Roger that.
Roger.
Obviously, if you want to ask a question, there are no stupid questions. Take a step forward. I'll acknowledge you, and we can then all hear what you have to say. And obviously, we can maybe then learn from each other. Yeah. Right. So, if there is no more questions, we will then get straight into it. So, this course will cover a variety of different modules. We will go through the entirety of the vehicle familiarization. We will also go through our basic convoy drills. You will then have, after the convoy drills, a small little practical where you'll be able to drive vehicles, get some experience in, and then obviously there will be a driving and a theoretical test. The theoretical test is not that bad, it's the driving one that you are going to have to obviously pass with flying fucking colors before you get that shiny little badge with the next one. Roger that?
Roger.
Roger.
Okay. Let's start with the first topic, which is obviously vehicle familiarization or vehicle fam. So obviously, if you guys just about face. About face means turn 180 degrees and face the other way. You will see that there is a range of vehicles that is standing here in front of you. Most of them are armored vehicles, soft skin vehicles, and obviously support vehicles. You'll be learning what each of these vehicles are about, and you'll be driving some of them. Not all of them, some of them. Roger that?
Roger.
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 Excellent. So, starting off, we have the Land Rover. Who can identify the Land Rover for me? Point it out with your fingers. Right, whoever did that, yeah, start running. Just kidding, lads. Yep, absolutely correct. So, the Land Rover. I don't have any of the other variants over here, but that is the Snatch variant. So, the Land Rover has been around since the late 1940s, and they are up to 12,000 currently in service in various variants. As I stated before, I do not have all the variants here for you, but that is the basic shape that you obviously find within theatre or on base, training server, wherever you want to be. It's been a very popular utility vehicle that has an off-road capability thanks to its four-wheel drive. That means all four wheels are constantly spinning. Four-wheel differential. Yeah, everybody understand that?
Roger.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, we don't have all the variants, but that is the Snatch variant. So This one is currently fitted with a FFR. Does anybody know what that stands for?
No.
Something-
FFR stands for
something
fitted
frequent.
for radio. I believe that's what it stands for. If not, then I really need to do
It is,
my
yeah. Fit for radio.
basic driving over. The Land Rover Battlefield Ambulance is also based on the Tums chassis. So basically, we don't have the Land Rover with the ambulance over here. But basically, there's another variant whereby you can obviously lay down the stretchers, and obviously you can have the occupants lay down inside. So instead of seats, it turns into beds. And obviously you can use that for transportation of casualties. It has a capacity for combination of up to 4 stretchers as well as 6 seated casualties, and provides a high standard of medical facilities. Mr. Neil, do you think you can get us a variant of the standard ambulance?
Yeah, just a sec.
Cool beans. While you're at it, get us a Wimmick as well, please.
Yeah, don't bother.
The next type of vehicle that we have for the Land Rover class is the refurbished weapons mount installation kit, ROMIC or REMIC. Normally we just take the R away and we just call it the WIMIC. This Land Rover can be fitted with this obviously is fitted onto the Land Rover chassis to allow the mounting and a to allow the mounting of a weapon system, as well as a 360-degree arc of fire for the rear gunner. Ooh, I don't see my vehicle, Mr. Neil.
Which Vimic you want? And there's plenty of fancy ones. HMG, GMG, GPMG.
Yeah, just give him the GMG.
You have some walnuts bicycles.
Oh, there's a fucking load, I tell you that. I nearly just spawned a insurgent one in. That wouldn't have gone well.
I believe that's called a technical, if I'm not mistaken.
No, they're all called Land Rover Wimix on the menu.
Okay, so that is the ambulance.
Blood.
I'll spawn it behind them because I don't want to smash the ambulance up.
I know where they were. I saw them in the last one.
As you lads can see, if you guys will follow me around the vehicle,
I'll look for the
There you go.
Mr. Neil's getting the insurgency Wimmick. Big fucking bullseye, that very cross. Obviously the enemy will be looking for that. If you open up the back, I don't believe the rear. Oh yeah, the rear doors can open. As you can see at the back, seated for 4 patients as well as 6 seats. Go on then, get in the back. Everybody in the back, let's go.
Remember this one of my
Let me in,
race
fuck's
events,
sake.
but
There
Right
we
at the
go.
back. Yeah, so as you can see, we can still cram some more people into here. So that's 2, 4, 5. We still got more space for guys up in front. Yeah.
There's a fight.
All right, everybody out. Okay. So that is obviously the ambulance. Let's see if we can get rid of this vehicle. Get rid of this one, Mr. Neil.
Yep.
If you look over here to the right, here is the
Oh, and I thought you were done.
weapons, refurbished weapon mount installation kits, the WIMIC. Obviously, this kit is the actual roll with the actual weapon system on top. That is obviously a GMG for my grenade launcher. This thing also comes with the 50 cal, I believe, Browning 50 cal. Nasty business. Anybody here from FSG? No? Cool. Obviously, this type of vehicle has 2 weapon systems: the L782, the Jimpy, and obviously the GMG or the 50 cal variant. The nasty stuff. Top speed approximately 80 kilometers per hour. Seats 4, up to 6 if you count the medical facility or the medical vehicle. And inside of the cargo, obviously you'll have a spare wheel. Nothing much to it, just that hunk of junk. Everybody understand? Anybody got any questions?
Just quickly, one question.
Then,
Wait, there's another kit. Oh, that's
So,
fine.
seats for obviously this Rimic version. That's going to seat 5, I assume, because you've
no, I
got
believe
you've
it's
got the
only-
driver, the front gunner, the middle gunner, and then 2 in the back.
I tell you what, You guys are 5. Everybody get in. It's only gonna fit about four guys, 4 or 5 guys. So the gunner, 1 passenger, the 2 guys up front. There's no more space after that. So all these variants only carry about 4 guys, unless you have the ambulance variant, which carries up to 6. Right, everybody off.
I know, but because David Jones is in it, isn't it? Yeah, he makes several people in the series. Like,
Bloody hell, you guys can actually prepared with actual weapon systems. Okay, following along. So now that we've done the Land Rover class, anybody have any questions regarding the Land Rover?
No questions.
No questions.
Excellent. The next type of vehicle is obviously our reconnaissance class. We have the Jackal 2, which is obviously that little hush puppy over there. They all just follow me. So the Jackal 2. The Jackal 2 is a high mobility weapons platform with a unique airbag suspension system allowing for rapid movement across varying terrains. It's designed to protect personnel against roadside explosions as well as mine attacks. The chassis is heavier than its predecessor to give additional protection. The Jackal 2 is armed with a general purpose machine gun, GMG, for crew protection and can carry either the HMG or the heavy machine gun or the GPMG or the GMG, general machine gun. So obviously you can see there's the Jimpy, and this variant is the 50 cal, the HMG. That is the GMG version, the 40mm grenade launcher. Okay?
Yep.
Yeah, Roger.
Moving along, the Gundring has moved forward to give a 360-degree sweep of fire. Jackal 2 is closely related to the new Coyote tactical support vehicle, which is obviously a 6-wheeled Jackal-based armored vehicle. So, main difference, very important to note. What is the difference between this vehicle and that vehicle over there? They both have the same weapons platform, but if you look at the wheelbase, that is 6 and that is 4.
Yeah, that would
That is
be.
the distinct difference.
Sorry, Herman. So that would be the Jackal, and that would be the Coyote.
Yes, this would obviously be the Coyote, as stated before. 6-wheeled vehicle, 4-wheeled vehicle, Jackal, Coyote. Okay? Moving along, still in the reconnaissance class, the Coyote. The Coyote Tactical Support Vehicle, or the TSV, is a the TSV Light, so it's the Tactical Support Vehicle Light, is based on a 6x6 derivative of the Jackal 2 and supports the Go Anywhere high mobility Jackal across harsh terrains. The extra 2 wheels give it a heavier vehicle which can support which acts in support of the Jackal 2 to transport supplies and equipment over similar terrains. The Coyote, which has a similar protective system or armaments and propulsion to the Jackal 2, can carry also an extra crew member compared to the original Jackal. So the original Jackal can only carry up to 6 people, whereby the Coyote can carry 1 extra person, which is 7. This one, the Coyote, you will mainly find, I think we did it in Operation Comet, where these 2 types of vehicles, the Jackal was given to the sections, and the Coyote was given to platoon HQ to carry all the logistics. You'll find most of the equipment stored in this vehicle rather than that vehicle. It can be done though, but this is the vehicle that you'll use. Obviously 6x6, 4x4. You guys get the picture. Roger that?
Roger.
Any questions?
Nope.
No questions.
Cool. Moving along, we have a new type of vehicle class called the LPPV. Eyes front. That means look this way, east.
Oops, sorry. I was making notes.
Anyway, so the LPPV, what does that stand for? Mr. Davies. Probably muted. LPPV stands for Light Protected Patrol Vehicle. LPPV. Anybody need me to go slow on that one?
No.
Yeah, can you say again, Herman? Light patrol.
LPPV, that is Light protected patrol vehicle. And you'll understand why it is under that classification in the next few moments. So, the LPPV, if you guys move over here, obviously you guys know this bad boy, the Foxhound. Right, so the Foxhound has been specifically designed and built in Britain to protect against threats faced by troops in Afghanistan. Being lighter and smaller than other protected vehicles such as the Mastiff and the Ridgeback, the Foxhound has a top speed of 70 miles per hour, but can still protect troops thanks to its armored and V-shaped hull. If you guys all take a go prone, you can obviously see, if you look under there, you will see the hull. The bottom part is V-shaped. Why do you guys think that is like that?
To protect against IEDs.
Yeah, so obviously when the explosion happens, it deflects the explosion off and distributes the energy away from the vehicle, away from the occupants inside of the vehicle, therefore protecting the hull or protecting the occupants within inside of the hull. Any questions?
No questions?
Nope.
Fun fact. Where do you guys think
No, it just-
the V-shaped
If
hull,
I was a character in that, I would be him.
where does it originate? Is it
I
designed?
just think I'm like that.
Oh.
Pips.
Then step forward if you know the answer. If you think you know the answer. Which country designed the V-shaped hull?
Oh, country.
Angus.
Oh, no, I don't. I'd be guessing. Sorry, I've misunderstood the question.
Nobody?
Germany.
Nobody? Mr. Slow?
I think South Africa is the first country.
Ding ding ding. That is absolutely correct. So this type of hull, the V-shaped hull, was designed in my lovely home, South Africa. It was initially designed for our armored vehicles such as the Casper, as well as the Nyala. You guys will see a lot of pictures of it. See if you Google it. So just Google Casper. You'll see that that is the original design for the V-shaped hull. We obviously sold it off to the Americans, who sold it off to the British, or vice versa. Can't remember which is which, but I know the origin of this V-shaped hull comes from South Africa. So whenever you are protected against a IED, or in this, think of me. Ha ha ha. Any questions?
I'd be very worried about that.
Yeah, if that was my first thought when I got hit by an IED or harm.
Every time I think of that, I think, oh crap, where's the African gone?
Anyway, so yeah, that is the story about the V-shaped hull.
Why does that look like a
Moving along, the LPPV, we have another type of vehicle called the Panther. The Panther weighing at approximately 7 tons. The Panther is air transportable and can be underslung beneath a Chinook helicopter. It is armed with a 7.62 L7 general purpose machine gun, the L7A2, the Jumpy, which can obviously be upgraded to a 12.7mm weapon system, the 50 cal, plus an appropriate day or night sighting system. The Panther is in widespread use with various commanders, sergeant majors, and liaison officers for armored recce, and armored infantry units. This protected patrol vehicle is also used as a commander's vehicle for engineer troops, anti-tank, mortar, and fire support platoon. So normally what you do is you would see this vehicle in a minute.
To your right, if you haven't noticed it in the corner of your eye.
Oh, bloody hell. There we go. Oh, look at you, Mr. Neil. So, that is obviously the Panther. I'm sure you guys mainly have seen it driving about. Obviously, the OC Singer, Sergeant Major Leiter, as well as Captain Yates will be rolling around in this bad boy.
Yep,
As
music
you
for
can
HQ.
see, there is the weapon system, the L7, A2. Obviously, it has various countermeasures.
Follow him.
Smoke, as you see on the actual vehicle itself. It's got a nifty little targeting system inside that gives you a various amount of displays. I believe you have night vision as well as infrared, if I'm not mistaken. I could be standing on correction. But
So you're just
that
making
is
notes.
the Panther. Little small recce vehicle, but good for taking pot shots. Alright. That
Yeah,
is the second vehicle under the LPPV. The third type of vehicle under the LPPV class is the Mastiff. Where's Mr. Slow? Where is it? Ah, there we go. Hello, Mr. Slow. Yeah, you can obviously point out Betsy's over here. Okay, if you follow us, lads. The Mastiff is a heavily armored six-wheel drive patrol vehicle which carries 8 troops plus 2 crew members, obviously the driver and the gunner. It's currently in its third variant or variation. It is suitable for road patrols, convoys, and the newest range and is in the newest range of protective. I can't speak today. Protected patrol vehicles being used for operations. The Mastiff has a maximum speed of 90 kilometers per hour. He's also armored with the latest weapon systems, including the the 7.62 general purpose machine gun, the 50 cal, or the 40 mic GMG. These wheel patrol vehicles have less intimidating profile with the tracked vehicles and give commanders on the ground in Afghanistan options to deal with threats they are facing. Those have a Bowman radio and electronic countermeasures and are fitted with additional armor beyond the standard level to ensure they have the best possible protection. So as you can see, when we say the best additional armor,
just making those down here. So
these racks over here protect against RPG fire. So obviously, the RPG hits the crate or the rack, and it doesn't penetrate past that position. I believe these ones just have the ECM jammer. Is that correct, Mr. Slow?
No, my camera went.
Being our EOD expert.
Yeah, normally they should have an ECM jammer, and also foxhounds are normally also equipped with an ECM jammer.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I believe
Yeah.
due to EODS, we do not have the ECM jammers working on these variants. But that's just some more additional information for you guys to know. As you guys can see up there, this is the 7.62 variant. I believe we are in EOD. We are currently rolling around with the 50 cal. Is that correct?
Yeah, because there's a slight loading there.
Oh, there we go. So, moving along, this is the Mastiff. The Mastiff also has two ugly stepsisters. One would be obviously the Ridgeback, if you follow along all the way down there. So there's the Ridgeback, and then it also has a Wolfhound, which is practically a Mastiff, but the back part of it does not have a canopy over it. So basically what the Wolfhound will be used for is, the Wolfhound will be used for logistics as well as the Mastiff from time to time. The main EOD uses it. And the Ridgeback of here will obviously be the medical vehicle. If you move along the side of here, you can actually see the medical cross way back there in the corner. The one thing I love about these vehicles is it's hard to turn, but there are little cameras on the front and the back of this of these vehicles. What you can do is, if you are driving and you want to go forward, just right click, you're into the front camera, and if you scroll wheel, you will see that there's an option to actually go to the rear camera for backing up. Although you do still need a commander to actually back you up into a corner. No vehicle should be left alone while backing up. Understood?
Roger.
Just one
Okay, so
question.
those-
Sorry.
Yeah, son.
Sorry. There was the Ridgeback, the Mastiff, and what was the other ugly stepsister?
The Wolfhound.
Wolfhound. Thank you.
Basically, the one on the
There's a
service
fan
squad.
up there.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Over there.
A compass.
Basically, it's practically a Mastiff. Looks exactly like a Mastiff, just it's fuck ugly. Anyway, differences between the Ridgeback and the Mastiff. Anybody notice any distinct differences?
Wheels.
Wheels, Mr. Sorg, explain.
Well, Mastiff has 6, and Ridgeback has 4.
Absolutely correct. Same with the Coyote and the Jackal behind you. So the Mastiff has 6 wheels. Ridgeback only has 4. Wolfhound has 6 as well. Okay. Moving along. our last vehicle class or classification. Yeah, our last vehicle class, which would obviously be the SV, the support vehicles. The family of support vehicles built by Man Truck and Bus UK Limited entered in service in 2008. The SV fleet is the Army's workhorse, delivering logistics effect for all the Army units. The SV fleet provides far greater mobility than previous generation cargo vehicles and can be fitted with armor, a communications device, as well as an ECM equipment, and from time to time the 7.62 machine gun for protection. I don't believe we have any variants of the 7.62 variants, Mr. Davies. No, we don't. Where'd they go? He's not here. Anyway, we don't have currently the 7.60 variants, but we do have the ones to the rear of us. If you look over there, there's a few variants that we have currently available to us. We have the fuel truck, we have the transport, we have the cargo, as well as the repair vehicle. So obviously you can see over there to the left, there's the transport variant. Over there to the right, that is the fuel variant. And this one over here is the flatbed variant.
Yeah, flatbed.
It's also used for cargo. So basically what we'll be doing is, I'll show you guys later, we'll have a cargo container on the back of it. We can also transport the Panama around to one of these bad boys. Any questions regarding the vehicle familiarization or classifications?
No questions.
What's so with the Wolfhound and the Mastiff? The Wolfhound just isn't completely covered at the back. That's the difference, right?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Do you guys know what a buggy is? You guys probably don't know what a buggy is. A utility vehicle. You guys seen a utility vehicle, yeah? Without the canopy at the back? I'm sure that Wolfhound over there has it. But that's just basically what it looks like. It doesn't have anything at the back. Because that's obviously where your logistics would go. Roger that?
Roger.
Roger. I have a question, additionally.
Then, Mr. Sorga.
Which class do vehicles like Land Rover and Jackal belong to?
They fall under the Jackal falls under the reconnaissance class. You could fit the Land Rover in there, only certain variants such as maybe the Snatch, but that would just be your soft skin vehicle. That wouldn't be really any classification. That would just be a general motor vehicle. That would just be your soft skin vehicles, unarmored vehicles.
Okay, thank you.
You could possibly use it as a support vehicle. I wouldn't really classify it as a support vehicle. We don't currently have that listed down as a classification. That's just your general vehicle or general unarmored vehicle. Okay? Which obviously leads us to our next point, which is,
No, I'm not drinking.
what do you guys think it is? Actually getting to drive and learn how to actually use the vehicle. Isn't that fun? So,
Hey.
hey. So,
There you go.
when driving, you obviously work in a team. As you probably already know, the smallest team within the British Army is what, Mr. Niles?
The buddy team.
The buddy team consists of 2 guys, or 2 men, or 2 soldiers, 2 infantrymen, 2 JC guys. However you want to describe it. So, obviously you work in a pair. So 2 guys, the buddy team. One will be the commander, one will be the driver. Commander is obviously responsible for the actual movement of the actual vehicle, tactical movement. That is why the commander would normally go through the basic as well as the advanced driving course. The driver just needs to know how to actually use the vehicle and obviously take the vehicle from point A to point B while in the convoy. Okay? So here you will just learn how to use the vehicle. Advanced driving course, you'll learn how to command the vehicle in tactical situations. Okay?
Roger.
Roger.
So, moving along. 2 guys, a buddy team. The commander will obviously guide the driver using specific commands. When you're actually inside of a vehicle, in fact, let's take this over to our vehicles at the back, you will see that there are Land Rovers. Can everybody just go stand by No. Just follow me. Just follow me. Let's go.
Corn. Right there. That looks like a beer can.
Okay, school circle around me. So obviously we have our two guys in our body team, the commander and the driver. Commander will normally be standing outside of the vehicle, giving commands to the driver when obviously parking or within inside of the base. If you're actually driving, the commander will be handling all calls, communications, and obviously navigations when it's required. Okay.
That one should go
Roger.
The
Yep.
driver would obviously be driving the vehicle, keeping an eye out for all the observations. As you probably know, the danger areas. Obviously, following the commands of the actual commander. Obviously, the guy with the most amount of doesn't have to
Sorry
be the
guys,
most
if you can
amount
hear
of
me breathing
experience.
sometimes, I'm just
He
writing
should
down on
know,
whole load notes.
what exactly to do, when to do it. So, we are going to start off with basic commands that the commander will give you. The commander will either say, when parking, left hand or right hand down if you want you to move left or right without moving forward or back. So, if you want you to move left, he will tell you left hand down. What you need to do is you need to picture the wheel and you need to turn your left hand down by hitting the A key. That will in turn turn the wheels that way, and obviously you'll back up going that way. Okay? Mr. Angus, you want to give us a quick demonstration of what I just explained? So get in the vehicle, left hand down, so pull the left hand right down. Get on frequency 100 for me, please. Everybody get on frequency 100.
Angus 100 radio check over.
Radio check, okay. Let's get in the vehicle. So, what I want you to do, Mr. Angus, is left hand down. What Mr. Angus is going to be doing is he's going to actually he's going to be pulling his left hand down by hitting the A key. Mr. Angus, right hand down. Obviously, he's going to look at his hands. His right hand needs to go down, so he'll obviously hit the D key or the Delta key. Mr. Angus, straighten up. Obviously, looking at it right now, he knows that in order to be straight, his left hand and his right hand needs to be level. And obviously now both wheels are going in the same direction, or moving forward in a straight line. Everybody understand?
Roger.
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 Okay, Mr. Angus, please hop out of the vehicle. Okay, those are just the general commands that the driver will give you. He will also give you other commands such as move forward, move back a bit. He will give you a distance, 5 meters, 1 meter, 2 meter. Apologies. That is the type of commands that you can expect from an actual commander. Okay, everybody understand?
Roger.
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 Excellent. Now, you now know what commands you'll be given as the commander. Let's put you in a convoy scenario. Okay? While in the convoy, you will need to maintain, obviously, listening to the convoy nets. You'll need to ensure that, obviously, you have the correct convoy spacing. And obviously, you need to step off and return to your actual destinations in a timely manner. So you need to obviously control the speed at which you are driving. So the convoy leader will give you a speed. You can set the speed by activating the cruise control by hitting delete on the keyboard, and then obviously to adjust up and down, you don't have to keep on spamming it. You can hold down control and scroll up or scroll down. Okay, that is how you maintain your speed. Next thing you're going to need to look out for is obviously your convoy spacing. Anybody here that knows what the convoy spacing is, just step forward and tell me what the daytime spacing is. No? Nobody know what the daytime spacing is? Right. So, it'll obviously be 100 meter daytime, 50 meter at night, or officially half the effective range of your mounted weapon system. But general rule of thumb, your first and your second vehicle always need to maintain that 100 meter spacing. Why do we do that, Mr. Shepard?
Just in case of a RPG attack or IED explosion that doesn't affect other vehicles behind or in front.
Absolutely correct. So obviously, yeah, if you have that space in between first and second Vic, if you hit an IED and you had a spacing of 100 meters, the second Vic still has enough room and enough time to actually slow down to a complete stop and then obviously do your mind strike drills, which are obviously you need to revise within your section trainings. If you are following at a closer distance, let's say 25 to 50 meters, what do you think what's going to happen during the day, Mr. Angus, if the first vehicle hits an IED and the second vehicle is about 25 meters away?
It will just
Why?
go
Driving
into
at
the
a
back
speed
of
of
him.
60.
It will just go into the back of him and won't have time. He won't have enough stopping distance or reaction distance.
Raj. So obviously you want to maintain that, I believe they call it a safe braking distance. I believe that's what they call it. So obviously you need to ensure that you have that convoy spacing absolutely correct. And then obviously your convoy nets, it will be structured. You will be given an actual convoy net that you need to jump on. The set factory convoy net would obviously be your platoon net decimal 8. So for one platoon, it'll be 4 decimal 8. For two platoon, it will be 4 2 decimal 8. Obviously, the platoon commander or the convoy commander will obviously advise you if you need to change over to maybe a different convoy net, depending on the situation. Roger that?
Roger.
Roger.
So obviously, are you in a convoy and you are going to now step off? The first and the last Vic are the only two Vics that actually announces their actions. Thereafter, second Vic, obviously you'll name yourself after the number of after the order march that you'll be in. But the first and the last Vic, they'll obviously state their intent, when they'll step off, when they are turning. The second, third, and fourth Vic, you don't really need to say anything. You won't be saying anything until something actually happens to you, unless you are maybe falling too far behind, or you need the vehicle in front of you to slow down a bit because obviously he's going too fast. Only then will you actually engage in the actual convoy net. Understood?
Roger.
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 Okay. So do you understand how convoy nets work?
Does that mean it was good?
Roger.
First, last Vic obviously initiates, like re-stepping off here. At your turning point, you will turn. At your stopping point, you'll stop. You'll announce what it is that you'll be doing. Mr. Niles, why do you think does only the first and the last Vic announce what they will be doing?
Yeah, so the first Vic announces that stepping off, so the second Vic can follow it. Then the last Vic would know that the first one stepped off, and then the first one knows that the last one has stepped off.
Okay, so we have 4 vehicles in front of us now. Why doesn't each vehicle, Mr. Sorga, announce what they are doing?
Like they will basically clutter the entire net and you won't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Absolutely correct. So you know that you are within the first and the last Vic. You know that you are fine, and you don't need to advise, where you are going, when you are taking a left, when you are taking a right, because obviously you're maintaining that safe distance, that safe braking distance. You're maintaining your convoy distance. You're maintaining your speed set out. You're following the vehicle in front of you, and you're obviously following the first Vic because obviously all other vehicles pile up behind the first Vic. And obviously the first Vic needs to know when the last Vic is stepping off because obviously you wouldn't want to be driving away from the last Vic. Everybody understand that?
Roger.
Yep.
Okay, now that we've got convoys down, we've got our vehicle familiarization, we are now going to go into the more practical side of this course. Before we do that, let's take a 2-minute break. I want you guys to get some water, take a bathroom break if you need to, and it is currently now 22:31 for me. I will see you at 22:33. Okay?
Roger.
Taking you to going okay.
Roger.
Okay, so we're just going to take a very short break.
I'll be right
so
back.
we can get it all sorted. So.
Come here, bro.
Oh yeah,
Ah, sorry.
Right, so I'm just going to make a few little
Alright,
extra
he's,
bits there.
behind the trucks, just crouched.
Yeah, so it's the phase 2 basic driving. I am signed up for the phase 2 advanced driving. So but that isn't for like over a week now. So gives me a chance that once I've done this to, and if I pass, to practice in server. Main server basically. So. Just hope I don't mess up. These as well. So it's delete to set cruise control, new control and scroll. No music.
Yeah, no music now. She knows, don't worry.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey,
Alright.
Davis.
Yeah.
No, it's just a quick break.
Oh, is that fair? Okay.
Came at the wrong time.
Oh, did I? I got a massive headache still.
Okay. Usually 22:33. You're back.
I'm back.
We're all back.
Cool.
Stench up.
Right, so kind of have an uneven number. Mr. Davis, Mr. Neil, want to jump in? We're going to do a quick exercise.
Glasses.
No. I want you to jump in one of the teams.
Give me 2 minutes, but I need to take some tablets. Oh.
Yeah, that's fine. So, I want Mr. Slow, Mr. Niles, Mr. Sorga, one team, Mr. Shepherd, Mr. Angus, Mr. Neil, team number 2. If you guys will follow me, I will introduce you to interactions with our vehicles that we currently have available to us.
A pipe? Does it mean a smoky pipe? You know what I'm for my trance?
So,
I need to get my
with our vehicles that we currently have available to us, we have various, as well as the A system. So A stands for Advanced Combat Environments. I believe that's what it stands for. So, with the A system,
I want to fight the
we
fog.
have various interactions that we can actually do. Some of you guys like looking at each other's pelvises and obviously joining groups. You can obviously pass mags to each other, and obviously do various things medical wise to each other. You can do the same thing, well not particularly the same thing, but you can do similar things to our actual vehicles, whereby you can actually interact with vehicles. If you go up close to it, you can see cargo, attach item. If you guys look at this one particular vehicle, if you look at the wheels, you can see the remove wheel function. Certain vehicles will allow you to actually do specific features, such as the cargo truck over here. So if you guys will follow me. The cargo truck's one of my favorites. It has a specific feature. You can actually unload the container. You guys just back up. Yeah, you guys can actually see. It looks pretty damn good.
It's blew up a few Shunnocks in its time. So.
Cool. Doesn't that look beautiful? Yeah, this is why I translated to 1.6. I love this. Anyway, you can actually load it back up. Yeah, all that you just need to do is hold down the Windows key. I believe that is the environment interact key. And obviously just hover over what you want to do. And obviously you can undo it. So, what we're going to be doing is... anybody played Cops and Robbers when they were kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Cowboys and Crooks, something like that. So, the one team, the slowest team, is going to be the Crooks. They are going to be tearing down that vehicle over there, behind us. So you see the first snatch? They're going to be tearing it down by stripping all the wheels. Then the other team, Mr. Angus's team, they're going to be building it back up with parts available. You can obviously take parts out of certain vehicles. Certain vehicles will have space in their cargo for maybe a spare wheel, a couple of med kits, depending on what is actually inside. You can also store the crates that FSG and other support attachment users, especially the logistics crates. Okay? So, Mr. Slow, just practice how to actually disable that vehicle by removing all of the wheels. Your team can begin now. To go. Just practice getting all the wheels off. Mechanics, your team can do the same with the second vehicle over there. Just practice getting all the wheels off.
Moving rear left.
Front right.
Moving rear, right.
Front right.
Ace interaction and be careful because you can, like all other things, you can ace interact with, kill someone with your wheel. Or
Yeah,
yourself.
moving forward.
Removed.
Wheels are very
Anyone want to remove the wheel from the
How did you damage the car?
Yeah, Roger.
That's normal. If you remove too many wheels at the same time, it's damage.
Oh, okay.
It was Davey wants a lot.
Wheels are
Removing wheel.
No, like, I don't mean like.
Okay, well done.
Back on.
Put it back together, lads.
Wait, so Davey is
There
a
you go. All fine.
Yeah. Putting the bow on him.
Right. Changing rear right.
Loading rear.
I can tell how he died.
Front left change.
Drag the wheel close to the guard, that's it, and then put it back on.
Now, do you want to do that one?
Yeah, Roger. Changing wheel. All right.
Right to hand.
Little mechanic, get him in order.
Wheel on.
And it's two compasses.
Yeah, I hear that right.
What compass are we on now? Compasses. The mathematical ones. Oh, pits.
Done that a few times with the Chinooks, where I've had to repair an engine or something like that. So
You should see me at a clown.
Okay, now let's do a quick race so you can get it done the fastest. So everybody line up behind me. 2 teams.
You should see me at a
beautiful.
clown.
You better actually take a wheel off this time, Neil.
One man.
So one behind the other. Line up.
Yeah, I'll start on the left side, mate.
Okay, Mr. Slow, give your team a name.
I got rear right.
Team left.
Team left, right. Mr. Shepherd, give your team a name.
Better be a good name.
Better be a good name.
216.
Right, don't put that much pressure on me. Fucking hell.
216.
Super
fucking
Saber
wankers.
Cool Force. Super Saber
Super
Cool
Saber
Force.
Cool Force, right. Team left and Super Saber Cool Force. You guys
Right.
have exactly 2 minutes to unload all the cargo out of their vehicles, as well as strip it down to its bare minimum. So that is
Including-
obviously remove all the vehicle, remove all the wheels, stack it up. Once you stack it up, call me over. I will then tell you to pack it back in. First team to win, or first team to obviously put together, take the vehicle apart, put it back together, wins. Special prize after this. Roger that.
Why
Roger.
did you just slide the boat?
Okay. 3,
See?
2. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. 1.
Machete.
Go.
Neil front wheels, I'll do the rear.
I go rear left.
Rear right.
Rear left. Sorry, yeah.
Removing rear left. Removing rear right.
Isn't that fun?
Right front.
Remember to stack your wheels up one by one
Okay, taking off.
in front of the vehicles. In front of the
Wheel
vehicles.
off.
Stack your wheels up. Do not injure anybody.
Moving rear right.
Is the wheel unloaded?
Because I need it.
Okay, don't stack them up, otherwise they'll break. Just put them next to each other.
Unloading wheel.
You have a clutch?
Okay.
In front of the vehicles.
Moving wheel.
Oh, it's a close one. Super Saiyan Dunk Squad's almost done. Oh, Team Left is almost done.
Wheel been removed.
Oh, watch out, watch out. Edge. Right, Team Left is done. No, Team Left's not done. Right, Super Saiyan Dunk Squad, put it back together. You guys are done. Put it back together. Come on now. Team Left, you guys are done. Put it back together. Come on now. Faster, let's
Moving.
go.
Okay, taking front left.
I'll
Front right, sorry.
take rear right.
Can I help?
Revolver.
Rear left.
Touching wheel.
Touching wheel.
Snake.
Okay, wheel replaced.
Okay, wheel replaced.
Okay, load the last one.
One fire.
Is that- I'll load it.
Up,
Move
up,
left.
down, up.
Oh, Super Saver Dunk Squad's almost done.
Corset.
And the rocket.
Loading.
I'm
Done.
please.
Loaded.
Oh, I'm good, you know, mate. I'm fucking.
Finding the wires.
Circle up.
I look like I'm not finding
Who's
the
injured?
wires.
Who's injured?
It looks
No one.
like
It's just you get a bit of bloody when a wheel hits you when you take it off.
Are you in kind of months?
Right, give a round of applause to Super Saber Donkey Squad. I believe that's what they're called.
Yeah.
Alright, well done.
Thank you.
Cheats. Cheats.
Yo, we lost because of Arma.
Win like a man, lose like a man, Niles.
Wow, did you see that wheel fly off?
Yeah, when you stacked it, it just flew off.
Yeah, it just flew away. I had to run for it.
Good.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh dear. Man down.
Is internet gone?
And
yeah,
there he
he's
goes.
gone.
the African internet, eh?
Yeah, be
My
careful.
key,
He's
my
getting
key
super
mine's stuck.
speed.
Very slow.
He's getting super speed.
When?
Right, time to go back to
2045.
Nah, they're busy laying a fibre line all the way to the UK.
Let's go move my switch movers.
To the UK.
Yeah,
That's better.
basically, yeah. Through the Atlantic.
He'll be back in 5 minutes.
Tell you what, while we're here, go over to Landy's over there and have a play about. There's quite a few score wheel options you can do while you're in the driver's seat of the Landy. Just don't take off. They'll throw grenades at you. Like Donkey Kong.
I'll take big one.
Just have a bit of a play about, just don't take off.
Right.
Okay.
In commander suit.
Hello, Shepherd.
Hello there.
Sunshade lower. Ooh!
Fancy. Flag
Fancy.
raise.
Flag lower.
Sunshade lower.
Do you get the windscreen grill option?
No.
Yeah, come jump in the driver's seat.
Oh, you can't do anything with the bonnet.
Ooh.
A fancy.
Ooh.
Hang on, I'll check your oil. Hang on.
By the way, this thing's got low fuel.
Yeah, all of them have.
Ah, okay.
Aye, nah, mate, she's fucked.
Ah, fuck.
She's fucked.
I guess it failed MOT then.
Oh, hello. you just
Hi.
you rose up like the Pope. Look, wait, what? Did you just go and stand there and watch me? And you just like rise up like the living dead? It's hilarious.
You can open the rear doors as well.
You can actually sit on the back. That's cool.
Oh,
What?
Oh!
Somebody use countermeasures.
what was
Somebody
that?
blew their load early.
We get it.
No.
You vape.
No,
Alright.
no, that's me farting. But you like the smell.
So in Vix, like you see that have smoke dispensers, you can go in the commander seat and press C and it pops out a smoke cloud like that. So
Not-
you can
not
bug
in
out
these
and fuck
ones.
off. Not in
Not in
these
these
ones though.
ones.
These are low end Vix, so to speak.
I know the only person who knows about it. No,
What?
who can do the smokes? Come on, you know.
You just said it like 30 seconds ago.
Go on.
Commander.
There you
So
go.
I see
Yeah,
you
but
close over there. Go
what
on, jump in
vehicles?
that commander seat and go and press C. Don't pull the trigger though. So fucking rip your asshole open.
Here's a bit of information from JC. Those things weigh absolutely tons when slung.
Alright, quick question for you.
Go on, Davis.
What about the man trucks?
No, they can't be lifted with the Chinook.
They said about the Mastiff as well.
Dude, I've tried it goodness knows how many times and it won't lift off.
Maybe would have saved me last Saturday.
It was fucking instant.
Oh yeah.
Is
I
it
want to-
Smoke or Willie Pete?
Say Kangas. The British Army's not at that point anymore. We don't do that anymore.
Anymore, exactly.
And how to prove this, Shepard? All right, don't try and sling load 2 of those at the same time. So,
Who are you to tell me what to do?
yeah, trust me. Howard tried to sling load both of those in the last op, and it didn't work out very well.
There you go.
Did you have an air collision?
What was that say?
Did you have an air collision?
Mid to ground air
Stop,
collision.
Stop, like, just stop.
Yeah.
Zero. Stay still.
Hartman's back.
Hey, Rog.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know
what's
what
happened
happened.
here?
Yeah, no bother. He's broken at the moment.
What do you mean?
Pan his bod, trim his body to over there. No
Right.
harm.
Hello, lads. Apologies for that. Don't know what happened, but then again, I'm African. Tends to happen.
Be more sheep.
Yeah, whatever. So, you guys obviously know how to play with the landies. You guys know how to play with the cargo truck. Do you guys know how to refuel trucks?
Yeah, Roger.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we are going to now go on an excursion. I'll plot our map and markings for us. Just a sec.
Yeah, we're at SP. I've got SP
Yeah.
on the map.
So we'll be going out to the Altus Airport.
I'm so sorry.
It's JC's location, but we're going to be hijacking it today. Don't tell Singer.
Can I interrupt?
Then
I'm still stuck.
Server, you might need to respawn now.
Okay.
Okay, respawn. We'll wait for you, mate.
Yeah, some stories from my GHC days. So, actually, it might not have been last
Okay, let's just
op,
give
no, before.
Mr.
We were tasked with singlet and
one.
hollow jackals and coyotes, and
Give Mr. Silver about 2 minutes. Is that fine with you guys?
they were taking forever to sling this, so we tried to sling the 2 and kind of had a hammer glitch.
Any questions regarding tonight's festivities, lads?
No, nothing.
This is the good part, by the way. Where we all have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
What are you wondering, Slow?
Well, with the amount of fuel that's currently on the landies, if we make it.
Yeah, they were supposed to refuel it themselves, but I think we're running out of time.
I'll fuel them.
Yeah.
Special mode.
Oh, I got text. Never mind, it's on
Yeah, so
reflect.
that's a part of the DCDs.
Ooh, there's a gun. Nice piece.
Hmm.
Oh, good. Oh, we're gonna get a gun, aren't we? Or not? Right, give me that gun. Shit.
That's before they introduced that we had driving to
Have you got the plague?
coyotes or anything. But
There you go, they're all fueled up.
Yes.
Disable or kick it and fit it.
what's going on with those, Mike? Yeah, so guys, I will leave, if you watch this on YouTube, I'll leave all links to
Right, so we're
Coffee
back.
and everything on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Leave all links.
So if you want to come and join us, then
No,
by
he's
all
not.
means you can.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
He
somebody just
apparently
posted.
had to completely reboot his Arma.
Yeah, he just sent me a poke now. Let's just give him a few seconds. Okay, how you guys liking the course so far?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, enjoying.
Bullshit. Nobody's enjoyed this course.
Informative. It changed a whole lot in the last 2 years.
Yeah, I did. Well, we still currently obviously researching and constantly undergoing changes, but nothing major. Everything that you're being taught here is obviously in the course's guidelines.
It's changed from the one I watched on YouTube from like last year.
Was Bailey
Mhm.
teaching it?
What was that, sorry, Davis?
Bailey
Who was
teaching
the
it?
instructor?
I can't, yeah, it was Bailey. Yeah.
Yeah. We one where I was I was the second instructor of this course. Obviously the OC, he was the one who created this course, but yeah, he was the first instructor. He had a course run. It was quite hard. I eventually took over from him. Basically the same course. I'm sure the diehard veterans here should know. Mr. Slow, Mr. Davies have been on my course. Basically, the last examination was a killer. People failed it left, right, and center. I had one guy, what was his name? Owen. You guys remember Owen? Yeah, he failed the course like 4 times.
No, it's more than 4 times.
Yeah, but he didn't want him to know that.
No hint. It was probably 10 or 12 times.
Oh, dear.
Jesus.
No, it wasn't that much. It wasn't that much.
It was, he told me that.
It wasn't that much. He's a liar.
Maximum was 7.
I'm on the.
He came in the course like 6 times, and after the 6th try, he got it right.
I got my name down for the advanced one as well.
Yeah, you're on reserve until you pass this one. If you pass this one, ha. That could just be a kind fucking failure. Nah, I wouldn't do that.
He would do that.
Yeah, it would.
I would. Okay, is he back in? I didn't see him on server.
I think he's connected.
Cool. Mr. Neil, could you just give him a TP, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still in the lobby.
Yeah, anybody learn any interesting facts?
I learned what a wolfhound is. I never even knew that existed.
It's not as used as much.
No, I know, but I
think-
didn't know that it even was a thing. I just thought there was foxhounds and mastiffs.
Oh no,
Sorry.
there was way more in the British Army.
My entire 4th career, I think I've only seen the wolfhound once. Only once.
Not true.
That's been used.
It's been
Nah,
used and
I
it's not...
myself have only seen it once.
Ah,
Bear in
well,
mind, I was in 3 medical, I was in FSG, I was in infantry for most of it, and now I'm with 216.
my bitch.
I just did before coming to the course, I just did some research.
You know what? I
into
can't
all
even
these.
argue with him because he's my session IC.
Yeah.
That
rank
is
should
your
be
admin
mine.
update? Is your admin updated though?
What?
Is your admin updated though? Where's your patrol report?
I did it.
Ooh.
Today,
Is your attendance
actually.
updated?
It's been today and it's been added.
Yeah.
They came back from the hospital and then went straight to do it.
Okay, sorry for
Ah!
being late. Okay.
Mr. Sorga, thank you for joining us.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a little excursion now that Mr. Sorga's back. If you guys will reference your maps. Let me just give it a look because it's fucking horrible. So, can anybody give me the grid location that we are currently in? If you guys think you know where we are. If
Yeah,
you
it's
don't,
alright.
it's fine.
Yeah, roger that. It's 101168.
101 would put us over here. 168 would
Yeah,
put us
it's right-
here.
Yeah, right here.
So that'll be 100168.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. It's been a while. 100168.
No problem. So, yeah. So as you can see on mark the map, you guys will probably notice that there are a bunch of markings that you probably don't understand. You'll be taught this in the advanced course, but I don't see why I can be providing some extra information. So your section command is not the section commander. The convoy commander will obviously set down a course along with the point man or range of point mans. To actually distinguish, okay, which route are we going to take? You'll be taught in depth upon this when you do the advanced driving course. There's only 4 different markings that you need to know. That is your SP, which is obviously your starting position, your Ls, which is obviously your left turns, your Rs, if you move up further up the road, which is obviously your right turns, and then your RPs, which is obviously your release point. If you reference the terminal in grid 145167, you guys will see it. I'll be lassoing it. You guys see that?
Yep.
So that is obviously your RP. From that point on, you are no longer with the inside of. You're no longer constricted to the convoy. Okay. Obviously, this will be taught in depth on the Phase 3 Advanced Driving course. Okay.
Roger.
Okay.
So what I'm going to be doing is, I'm going to be setting an order of march. Mr. Slow, vehicle 1, Mr. Angus, vehicle 2, Mr. Sorga, vehicle 3, Niles 4, Shepherd 5. Shepherd last man.
Roger.
You're on 100, correct?
Roger.
Sure or
Okay.
For
sure,
radio
thanks.
check 100.
Okay. So what we're going to be doing is, you have a range of vehicles, ranging from 1 all the way down to 5. You guys can mount up on your vehicles as soon as I give the order. You won't have any commanders because obviously I don't have that much staff with me. So obviously you guys will have to do the radio comms as well as navigating. I believe that the Landis does have GPSs. If it doesn't, I can arrange that for you guys. If you guys don't have GPSs already on you, who needs GPSs?
I don't have one in mind.
Yeah, I don't have it.
I
Yes.
don't have one
Okay,
either.
that's fine. I can organize that for you guys.
I have one.
Yeah, you have C-Tab, don't you, Shep?
Yeah, I've got C-Tab.
Yeah.
Oh, just control.
It's standard kit in
Yeah,
Who
but
saw it?
C-Tab
Oh, yeah.
comes with the GPS.
both.
Gents, take the GPS. Who needs more? Anyone need more?
Yeah, I do.
What's
Alright,
everybody?
there's a box behind me marked ammunition. There's about 10 GPSs in. You guys can get it.
Oh, I've gotten them already, right?
Anybody that doesn't have a GPS, come on over here. You guys can grab a GPS. What you need to do is, if you look at the right square bracket, it'll bring up your interface for your GPS, or at least mine does. Depending on the control scheme that you are currently using. That obviously guide you when passing your routes. For demonstration purposes or for training purposes, I'll be marking a line so you guys can obviously see where you're going. But this won't really be happening while in theatre. Because obviously you'll be following your destination markings. Okay, so can we all please mount up?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, before we all do, definitely. 100, sorry, 101. Can we please all just hop out of the vehicle before we step off? Please all come to me, school circle. There's one massive thing that I forgot. Okay, so Before we step off, you guys obviously know the convoy spacing and how to control your speeds, but do you know how to actually use said speeds? Besides the speed that the commander gives you.
No.
Okay. So, if you reference the map, if you look at the terminal, okay, so look at the airport, you'll use various speeds for various roads. Certain roads require greater speeds than 30 kilometers per hour. Certain roads require speeds below 30 kilometers per hour. Depends on where you currently are. If you're looking at the terminal, do you see the orange road over here?
Roger.
Yep.
That is a MSR. MSR stands for main supply route. If you follow the MSR all the way up, and you see the little lightish orange, yeah, I would say yellowish route. Do you see that?
Yep.
Yep.
That is an ASR, also known as a alternate supply route. And then you see this brownish slash faded slash lightly orange road.
Yep.
That is a dirt road. So, the speed limits that we'll be following is if you're outside of a major town or major city on an MSR, you'll be sticking to the speed limit of 60 kph. If you are within inside of the town, you will follow the same speed limit of 30 kph. That is the maximum that you'll ever go. You won't go higher than that. Yeah? If you're on a dirt road, it's 50 kph, depending also whether the terrain permits. If it's hilly area, obviously you don't want to be driving 50 kilometers per hour now, would you? You want to take it nice and slow, maybe 20, 15 kph, depending on the type of terrain. Also, nighttime. What is the nighttime spacing, Mr. Angus?
50.
Right, so obviously your speed would obviously be a factor there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. ASRs, obviously, those are alternate supply routes. Those would vary between 30 and 60 kph, depending on the situation, lads. Obviously, you'll be taught more in depth on the advanced driving course. Okay?
Roger.
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 Okay, now we know where we're going. We all know how we're going to get there. We all know who will be setting speeds. I'll be the convoy commander, so we all please mount up in our vehicles.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, Davis, get out of the way.
Who's in it? Oh, hello.
Another protocol.
I'm gonna be on the internet as well.
Radio check 100.
Radio check good. I've got 2 in it.
Lucky you.
Actually, I didn't.
Okay, Mr. Slow, please take us out. On our routes, set speed 30 kph.
Vehicle 1, stepping up.
Obviously, lads, we want to follow daytime spacing. Obviously, stick to the speed limit that we provided.
Vehicle 1, turning left.
Vehicle 5 stepping off.
Vehicle 1, turning left.
Then Erin went like this.
Vehicle 5 turning left.
Then I joined it.
Obviously, vehicle 5 will be last Vic.
Roger.
So imagine this, lads. You're in a convoy, but you have about 14 vehicles. Now it's a rather large convoy, but you wouldn't want to say vehicle 14 turning left. Obviously, just keep it simple. Last vehicle, first vehicle.
Oh,
Yeah, if something does happen with the inside of the convoy, right, third vehicle approaching from my right, turning into convoy, ID. You will obviously state what it is and where it is when it actually happens. But for this general movement, keep it simple.
Roger.
Everybody else, roger that?
4 Roger.
Roger.
Convoy up speed, 16 kph. Convoy take it down, 50 kph. Mr. Sorgo, why are we doing 60 kph on this road?
Assume it's because it's clear of any obstacles right now.
Okay, but why are we doing a greater speed than 50?
I don't understand the question.
Why are we doing a speed faster than 50 kilometers per hour on this type of road?
I don't
So
know.
now let's help him out.
The reason why we're doing 50 is because the vehicle commander has told us to do 50.
It's also a dirt road.
Okay.
There we go. Who said that?
Angus.
I was going to say Angus, state
Vehicle
your name,
coming
but
from.
that is absolutely correct. Also, the first answer was absolutely correct. The vehicle commander gave you a set speed, so that is absolutely correct. But the reasoning behind that, obviously, lads, as you can now understand, the vehicle commander will take all this into account.
Turning right.
Obviously, the type of road, type of terrain, the area. That is why we'd obviously want to stick to our speed limits. Vic 3, Vic 4, Vic 5, you guys are falling too far behind, close the distance.
Last Vic, turning right.
First Vic turning right.
Last Vic, turning right.
The frames, man. The frames.
First vehicle turning right.
First vehicle, hold position, pull off the road. Second vehicle, overtake. First vehicle, you will now be last vehicle.
Last vehicle, turning right.
Last vehicle back on convoy.
Vehicles 3, vehicles 4, you're spacing.
vehicle left turn. First vehicle obstacle on the right hand side of the road, holding. Waiting orders.
Overtake on the left.
First vehicle overtaken on the left.
Last vehicle turning left. Last vehicle exploded to the rear.
First vehicle right turn.
First vehicle, pull over. Second vehicle, you'll now be first vehicle. First vehicle, take a position at the back of the pack.
Roger.
Last vehicle turning right.
First vehicle, obstacle in front, blocked road. Holding.
He better not be the lead man. If I find out that you have been, there'll be a lot of trouble.
Yes. Doesn't make us a bit hard with the dirt.
Awaiting orders.
Oh, remember this.
Alright, first vehicle, what do you see up ahead?
The road is blocked by two trucks.
Is there any way around it safely?
You can cross through a concrete like you can cross on the right.
Okay, when it's safe to do so, overtake on the right. Remember your vehicle commands, Mr. Silver.
First vehicle stepping off.
Last vehicle stepping off. Last vehicle obstacle avoided.
Vehicle in between Vic 1 and 2.
First vehicle holding, obstacle in front, roadblock.
Fourth vehicle trying to ram.
Rear vehicle, civilian vehicles blocking the road, holding position.
Now what you gonna use?
Waiting commands. Should I overtake the roadblock?
Rear vehicle stepping off, avoiding obstacles right.
Roger that, step off. Avoid obstacles.
Is this like the PSV?
Rear vehicle holding.
Child safety?
Civilian driving erratically, rear vehicle.
Wait, is she upset then?
Rear vehicle stepping off.
Waiting orders. Should I overtake the roadblock? First vehicle here.
Negative hold position.
Can you repeat last?
Hold position.
Roger.
Okay, so what just happened was you guys just had two vehicles come up between Mr. Slow and Mr. Neil. Sorry, Mr. Angus, I believe that's you. The distance between the last Vic and the vehicle in front was a bit too great. Remember, you need to keep that distance 75 to 100 meters. That distance was just a bit too big. So therefore it could be really easy for vehicles to get separated. And obviously if you know that vehicles are separated, you need to then double back and then you need to start fighting to get that vehicle back. Because obviously they say that that last vehicle was maybe a support vehicle or a recon vehicle, obviously up against a technical and a couple of guys. Do you think it's going to survive, Mr. Niles?
Yeah, no, it wouldn't survive.
Depending on the armaments that the enemy has, probably won't. First vehicle, stay in position. Mr. Niles, please overtake first vehicle. You become first vehicle. Mr. Sorga, you are now last vehicle. Overtake the blockade in front, please.
Yeah, roger that. Am I to overtake civilian vehicle between 1 and 2? Waiting orders.
That's correct.
Roger that. 1 is setting off.
Vehicle 2 setting off.
Rear vehicle stepping off.
One setting speed 50.
Last vehicle stepping off.
One man truck coming down left side of the road. One ID explosion front, slowing to a halt. One stopping.
One. I come to just that there is no IEDs. Must be some kids playing with petrol bombs. You're clear to push up.
Roger that. 1 setting off.
2 setting off.
1 is holding road is blocked. 3 times vehicles on fire.
1 overtake vehicles on right.
Roger that. 1 setting off.
2 setting off.
Man. One holding civilian in road.
Last vehicle passing obstacle.
This is 1 civilian is 1 times armed individual awaiting orders.
1 push on by.
1 setting off.
Last vehicle holding.
2 setting off.
Last vehicle stepping off.
This is 4 shots fired.
4, are you taking contact?
Shots were not at me.
RPG while firing at a tractor. Just past him.
One, pull over to the side. 2, take up front position as vehicle number 1. 1, you will now be last vehicle.
Roger, 1 pulling to side.
Roger, 2, now 1.
Last Vic stepping off.
One, turning left. 1 holding. 2 vehicles blocking the road. Pedestrians out.
One, overtake vehicles on left.
Last Vic holding.
Roger. Vic 1 moving.
Last Vic setting off.
Front speed 50.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. They set up to reduce my graphics settings a little bit.
First week, step speed up to 60 kph.
Roger, speed 60 kph.
Big 1, you'll be taking the second exit on your left.
Roger. Vic 1, turning left, speed 20.
Vic 1, there are bays off the third exit to your right. Please park it up. Hold position, Vic 1.
Roger.
All vehicles form up close.
Last Vic turning left.
4 vehicles, engine off.
Last Vic.
Okay, Vic 1, I'll be your commander. I'll park you up. Listen to my commands. More of the Vics. I'll call you up Bomber 1. You come up to my position. You turn into the parking lot on the right. Listen to my commands. I'll park you up easy. Everybody understand?
Roger.
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 Vic 1, come up to my position.
Vic 1, moving.
Vic 1, wind ready. I'm going to check to do so. Right hand down into the parking bay.
Roger.
Vic 1 all the way to me. Vic 1, come on down, hold position. Vic 1, left hand down, reverse.
Yeah, definitely need to reduce my graphical settings when we're driving.
Hold position. Come forward, make it straight. 2 meters. Hold position. Right hand down, reverse. Bring it back, all the way. Stop, make it straight. Left hand down. Bring it back. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Make straight. Left hand, right hand down, right hand down. Bring it back. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Make straight. Engine off.
Roger.
Second Vic, come up to my position. Park in front of me.
Mummy, you should blame that shit on me, girl.
Oh, is he?
Move forward 2 meters. Left hand down, bring it back. Sorry, right hand down, bring it back. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back 3 meters, come on, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, hold. Right hand down, bring it back, let's go. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Next straight. Bring it back.
Yes, that'd be interesting so far.
Left hand down. Bring it back a bit. Bring it back, straight, straight. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. All the way, hold. Engine off. Third vehicle, here we go. To my
Third
position.
vehicle on move.
What if you're left-handed?
Yeah, I forgot that the numbers are so long ranges.
All the way up towards me.
Where are we? What are we doing? What are we doing? Where are we getting?
Okay, right hand down, bring it
Where's
back.
fishing?
Bring it back, bring it back, 3 meters, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Let's go, keep on moving, keep on moving. Bring it back, 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 hold. Right hand down, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Hold straight. Right hand down, bring it back. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Right, left hand down, bring it back. Straighten up, straighten up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Left hand down. Bring it back. Keep on going, straighten up. All the way, backwards. Engine off. Fourth vehicle, all the way to me.
Go away, I'm trying to figure out this puzzle you pain in my ass. I'll help you with some relaxing music.
Oh, a little bit.
Sorry. That makes me so sick. I can't think. I'll put a cork in it.
Maybe you want to get a wide angle on this, lads. Hold position. Right hand down, bring it back. Bring it back, 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 hold.
Yeah, so
Right hand down, bring it back a bit.
I've got
Bring it back,
advanced
bring it
in
back,
just
bring
a
it
few
back,
weeks. So I've got some
bring it
time
back.
to listen on now.
Straighten up, all the way back. All the way back, 2 meters, hold, engine off.
I'm so healthy, I'm so
Next
healthy.
vehicle.
Last Vic, stepping off.
You said this music.
Lift hand down, bring it back. Wrong, hold. Move forward 2 meters. Hold. Lift hand down, bring it back. Sorry, right hand down, bring it back. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Straighten up, hold. Straighten up, bring it back. Bring it back, 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 hold. Right hand down, bring it back. All the way. All the way. Hold. Engine off. Everybody gets out, engine off, stand in front of the vehicles.
Clearly not. Your mum is gay. Your daughter's trans. That means your mum is gay.
I'm just gonna have a quick drink.
Right. Alright, everybody form up on me. That is what you can expect being a driver. That is the type of command that you'll be given, how to back up vehicles in an alley dark fashion. Anybody enjoy that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, last bit is the final exercise. But before we do that, I'm going to have a quick Q&A. Mr. Niles.
Yes.
Right, can you give me the 3 vehicle familiarization or 3 vehicle classifications that we have that you learned tonight?
Yeah, I believe one is SV, one is soft-skinned, which would be the Land Rover, and the other would be the LPPV.
Okay, what does SV stand for? Can you give me an example?
The SV, that would be the Wolfhound and the Ridgeback.
So the SV, what does it stand for?
That's a supply vehicle, sorry.
Okay. What does LPPV stand for?
Light Protection Patrol Vehicle.
Okay, Mr. Sorger. The Jackal 2.
Yes? That would be our recon vehicle.
Okay, how many wheels does it have?
4 wheels. 4 wheels, all-wheel drive.
Okay. Give me one variant of the man truck.
Man truck. Fuel, for example.
Okay. Mr. Angus.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot what the SV means.
How many passengers can you fit in a ambulance Land Rover?
6. 6 seated, 4 structured.
Okay.
Wait, can she hear me? Yes. Does she kick?
What type of suspension does the Jackal 2 have, Mr. Angus?
Air bagged air. Or, yeah, I think that's the right way of saying it.
Okay.
Hey, back.
Who normally use the Panther?
Koi HQ. Anyone in a position of authority or anyone in a position of authority, EOD, etc.
Okay. Mr. Shepherd. What does the acronym RMIC stand for?
Weapons Mount Installation Kit.
Oh, that's the mannequin hand.
What does the R stand for? RMIC.
Oh, it's R.
Richard.
I don't know.
Okay.
I found something else.
What can you expect to find Maybe 3 pieces of equipment that you can expect to find in a Mastiff. Give me one.
Rear-mounted cameras, the 7.62 LMG on top, and can't remember the third.
What avoids things going boom? What stops things from going boom remotely?
I can't remember the name of it, but it's the fence on the outside.
Okay, that wasn't what I was looking for. The ECM jammer, but that's fine.
Oh.
Mr. Shepard, give me one variant of the land truck besides fuel.
Flatbed.
Okay, what would we have? What would we have on the flatbed?
Flatbed can carry a shipment container.
Ooh.
Sorry, can I interrupt something?
Then.
Does it work through this?
Trying to,
Oh my god, that makes it louder.
yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was the one next to the foxhounds.
It's the Panama. You can load the Panama on the flatbed.
Panama.
Yeah. So, Mr. Angus, when it comes to convoy drills, name me or provide me with the daytime spacing.
100 meters.
100 meters. Mr. Slow, give me the convoy spacing during the night.
50 meters.
Mr. Sorgo, what does MSR stand for?
Main supply route.
Mr. Shepard, what is a ASR? What does ASR stand for?
I think I've got the wrong acronym, but adjacent auxiliary. I can't remember the A, but supply road.
Mr. Niles, give me my hand.
Yeah, alternative supply route.
There we go. What is the speed limit on the MSR outside of a major town or city, Mr. Shepard?
Outside is 60.
What is the speed inside, Mr. Angus?
Inside a town or city? 30.
Dirt road, Mr. Sorgo?
30 outside and inside the city.
Say again?
To be 30 generally, but the commander can set it higher.
Okay, Mr. Niles, is it correct?
It can be set as low as 15. You don't want to be going too fast off-road because you could damage the vehicle and overturn it and everything like that.
What's the maximum speed, Mr. Angus?
On a dirt road, 50 kph.
Alright. So, for the last question, bonus question, I want you guys to step forward when asked this. Who's the best J7 instructor? Niles.
Hartman.
Fuck up. Each and every one of you. Right.
Oh, I was going to say Neil, but okay.
Okay, fucking. We've got one failure tonight, lads. Just kidding, just kidding. Right, so, if you lads all ready for your final exam, if you'll follow me, I'll take you through it.
I don't know. What have I done? I messed up. I just took a load out. I'm just drawing my face back down.
Okay, huddle up, school circle around me. So, just for demonstration purposes, that's why these vehicles are here. Welcome to your final exam, boys. This is a pass or fail. You have a maximum of 2 minors. You knock over a current, that's a minor. 2 minors, that's a fail. Alright? You fail the course, you have to do the course again. Understood?
Roger.
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 Okay. So the way the course will be run, you will be starting up over here. If you're driving down, oh wait, let me actually do this. And we'll exercise. Let me just remove this vehicle over here. we're not on my Zeus panel anymore. Let me just add that to my Zeus panel. Right, that vehicle gone. That vehicle gone. And that vehicle gone. Right. So, can I have Mr. Mr. Sorga, Mr. Shepherd standing here by the cones? Mr. Niles behind him. Space, close together, lads, close together. Form a triangle. Niles, close up. Stand in the middle between them. Mr. Angus behind Mr. Niles on his left side, and Mr. Slow behind Mr. Niles on his right side. Right, you guys are a vehicle. Mr. Niles, what type of vehicle are you driving?
Land Rover, soft top. So soft skin.
Land Rover soft top. Is the soft top down?
No, soft top's up. It's soft skin.
Soft skin. Okay. Boring vehicle, but anyway. Mr. Sorga, you are the engine. Obviously, you want to make engine noises.
Great.
Understood?
Yes.
Right. Start it up, Mr. Niles.
Turn in the key.
Running a bit lean, Mr. Niles.
Yeah, trigger the service.
Give it a riff or two.
Right, accelerating. There you go, there you
What we're
go.
going to be doing is we're going to be driving as fast as we can off the line, holding down left shift. We're going to turbo pass those two front cones. So, all the way down in a walking pace, we're going to be driving as fast as we can. Mr. Niles, put it in gear and put your foot
First
back.
gear
Let's go.
and pedal down.
Fuck, you know, the coordination out of you lads is horrible. You can change
Keep
gear,
going.
Mr. Niles.
Give it a second.
Give it a second. What are you driving? What's the matter?
Get the third.
Once you reach these cones, you're going to dead brake. You're obviously going to
Brake.
dead past these cones. You're going to hold down X. That is a dead brake. You're then going to your commander will then get out from here. He will then reverse you into those cones over there. So, Mr. Niles, slap it in reverse.
Putting in reverse.
Go.
Accelerating.
Right hand down.
Right hand down.
Oh, okay.
Right, back it up. All straight.
Back it up.
Oh.
Back
Going
it up,
straight.
Back it up. What the hell? What kind of car is this? It's turning all the way.
Okay, hold it.
Back it up, left hand down.
Holding. Left hand down.
Right, you already got one minor. Bloody hell. Right, back it up,
Backing up.
Ooh, look at that,
Stop.
you got the reverses. Okay, there we go. You'll be backed up and you'll be parked in this position. Perfect alley dock. You'll be scored depending on where your vehicle lands, so it cannot be past these two cones. And the real wheels needs to be, if you guys will look over here, between these two cones. You'll be marked in this, lads. So obviously, as you can see, I've measured out the distances quite well. The landy does fit nice and snug. The land is behind these two lines of here, so if you stand next to it, perfectly behind. And if you look at the wheel does fit in between these two cones. Everybody understand?
Roger.
Okay, so I have Mr. Angus and Mr. Sorg up here up as a team. Mr. Shepherd and then we have one more. Mr. Niles, you guys will be up as a team. Mr.
Yep.
Slow, you want to
Yep.
do this one again?
Hello.
Because I believe this is your refresher.
Yeah, that's fine. What's up here, man?
I kind of
Yeah,
have
it's
the
all the
perfect. Second?
Probably it's all the same. I did this one with singles, then was with a man.
Yeah, well, there you go. Fucking man truck. Anyway. Right, Mr. Shepherd, Mr. Niles, that's your vehicle over there.
Roger.
And Mr. Sorga, Mr. Angus, your vehicle's on the opposite end. You can just climb up there, mate. Seeing that you're
You driving or am I driving?
I don't want. Do you want to drive first?
Ah, I'll drive first.
Yeah.
Roger.
You can just climb up over there for me.
So it'll be the 2 cones deadhead 12 o'clock.
Yep, I have eyes on.
Are we jumping in now?
Okay, you may enter your vehicles.
I mean, we're already in our vehicle.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm guessing we're turning right because there's a Land Rover in our space.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're deleting them. Alright, so in between first cones over there.
Drivers, are we ready?
Roger.
Roger.
Mr. Shepard, I suppose you'll be driving that one Vic, and Mr. Angus, you're driving the other Vic. Is that correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay, on your mark, get set. Step off time now, as fast as you can.
Nope. Brake. Okay, good now.
Roger. Commanders, hop out and guide your vehicles back into position.
Okay, back it up. Keep backing, keep backing, keep backing, keep backing. Slow stop. Right hand down. Back it up. Okay, slowly. Stop. Okay, come forward a little bit. Forward and left hand. Okay, and then you want to go right hand down, back it up very slowly. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. That's it. Back it up very slowly, okay?
I mean, you did say right hand down.
Yeah, that's my fault, I apologise. I was looking at the vehicle the other way. Okay, level it up. Okay, and then you want to stop, go right hand down.
Mr. Silver, you want to
Stop.
reverse into those cones over there?
I have eyes on the cones.
Yeah, roger that. Back it up.
Okay. Yeah, have your guy go back here. Start back to this point.
Okay, so you want to go right hand down there.
So make a loop.
Okay,
make a
back
loop
it up,
back.
dead straight.
Yeah, make a loop.
Okay,
Come
slowly.
back this way. Walk up.
You've got approximately 10, 5, key on 3, 2, 1, hold. Okay, engine off. Okay, and get out. There you go, Shepard. How's that?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, that's the way I was looking at the vehicle. I was looking at it from the way.
Yeah. Good lineup.
Yeah.
Vehicle could have been a bit forward, but other than that, good lineup.
I wanted to make sure that it was past the front bollards.
Yeah.
Mr. Silver, you guys are clear to begin.
Right, we're going to begin now.
Off you go.
Stand in front of your vehicle lights.
Yeah, roger. Yeah, driving those man trucks in GHG.
Yeah, I can't wait for advance.
Yeah.
To be honest, I've driven the man trucks on Liberation. They're not bad. It's the Russian ones that are fucking horrifying. Because the whole vehicle tilts when you turn.
Yeah, it's annoying. Ooh.
Okay, we continue reversing. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Hold. Reverse. Continue reversing. Continue. Hold for hold. Left hand down. Go slightly forward. Slightly. Slightly further. Slightly further. Hold. Straighten up.
What does that mean?
So keep your like steering wheel straight.
Yeah.
Go forward. Go forward. Stop. Turn left.
Yeah, good call so far.
Okay. Now go forward. Hold. Now reverse. Hold. Reverse. Hold. Engine off.
Step out of the vehicle. Right, Mr. Nels, you're driving now, yeah?
Yeah, Roger.
Okay. Well done, Mr. Sorga. Well done, Mr. Angus. Mr. Sorga, you'll be driving now, is that correct?
Understand.
Same thing again, Hartman.
Yeah, that's correct. I'll just reset the course for you guys.
Oh, yeah, get out.
Okay. Yeah, again, speak for that at the beginning, thank you.
Okay, you guys can move back to your vehicles.
Both vehicles ready?
Ready.
Ready.
3, 2, 1, begin.
And halt.
Okay.
Ejector. Alright, bring it back. Straight.
Okay, can you hear me? Right, reverse straight. Keep coming.
Hold.
Keep coming.
Right hand down.
Keep coming. 5 meters, keep coming.
And reverse slow.
Keep coming. Stop. Right hand down.
Keep going.
Reverse.
Keep going. Halt.
Yep,
Halt.
keep
Way too fast.
Keep going.
Right.
Don't be scared.
Right down.
Straighten up.
Forward. 10
Take
meters.
back. Reverse.
Right.
Reverse.
Halt.
Stop. Right hand down. Reverse.
Straight.
Reverse.
Front. 2
Reverse.
meters.
Reverse.
Halt.
Reverse.
Right hand down. Reverse.
Straighten up and back. Reverse.
Keep going. Slowly.
Reverse.
Keep going.
Reverse.
Keep going.
Reverse. Stop.
Halt.
Left hand down.
Straight.
Reverse.
Reverse slowly.
Reverse. Stop. Stop.
Halt.
Straighten up.
Left hand down.
And
Reverse slowly.
Reverse.
Halt.
Right hand down.
Guys, reload with the keyboard.
Reverse. Stop.
Reverse straight. Slowly.
Reverse.
Keep going.
Reverse.
Reverse. Halt.
Reverse.
Reverse a little bit further.
Reverse.
Right.
Reverse.
Halt.
Hold.
Engine off.
Reverse.
Step outside.
Reverse.
It's really not easy with the keyboard.
Yeah, that's what I was using.
Yeah, I think I'm about to plug in the controller. Thanks for reversing me in.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to connect my PS4 controller.
Alright, everybody just go circle around me.
Yeah, I'll just leave you a minute.
Okay. How was that?
Yeah, it's hard with the keyboard. I'm gonna connect my PS4 controller to do driving if I need to.
I think it's a bit excessive, but okay. Anybody else enjoy that? Didn't like it?
Like on a driving exam?
It was interesting.
Ooh, that's what I like to hear. Right.
Sorry, 1 second. No, you mean controller?
Like a PS4 controller, yeah. Yeah, with the analog stick.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Ooh.
I actually didn't know you could do that, but no point using it anyway.
Right, Mr. Shipper, can you just advise your team again was yourself and who?
Niles.
Yourself and Niles. Okay. Yourself and Niles. Good. I am delighted to advise that you guys have all successfully passed your phase 2 basic driving course.
Yay! It's on stream, Davis.
Let's do one more time. 1, 2, 3.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, I'm out of stamina.
Yeah, I'm out of stamina as well. Well, lads, thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. I do apologize once again for that earlier, for the beginning. Was really out of my hands. Before I dismiss you lots and leave you to evenings, I would just like some feedback on the course. How do you guys actually feel? How did the course go for you guys? Was it very informative? How was my teaching? Mr. Songa, can you just provide some feedback, please?
The course was I enjoyed the course. I thought it was very good. I thought your teaching was very good. You're very inclusive and making sure that everyone's up to date with the information that you're giving. One thing I would say is there's two things that weren't covered that I know from previous situations that might need to be covered in this. I'm not too sure. So when you pull up into a harbour and doing a stagger column on the road, I don't know if there are things that need to be taught at this level or if that's advanced driving, but I know we've got basic drivers in this unit that will pull up into a vehicle harbour. That obviously we haven't covered that in this.
You're talking about
training.
forming a hide.
That yeah, sorry, yeah. When you reach your final destination, you would pull up into a circle with each vehicle covering a specific arc.
Yeah. Advanced driving course.
Is that advanced? Okay, fine.
As I stated previously in the very beginning, I gave you guys a breakdown of what you might learn from this course. This is just pure basic driving. Advanced course teaches you advanced tactics as well as advanced maneuvering, forming hides, defile crossing, jockeying, snake patrols. All that is covered within the advanced driving
And
course.
also teach you about terrains as well, how to use it.
Exactly.
I may be completely out of line and stepping way above my mark here, but it might be a good idea to have that a hide or I've heard it being called a harbour, a vehicle harbour. It might be a good idea to have that covered in the basic course because especially in Trojan that was used a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're going to change little bits and bobs around the army Harmon.
Yeah, we'll look into it, but as I said, that is something for your section commander, not the section commander, the commander of the actual vehicle to establish. Obviously, he will guide you as to where you'll go, what you'll do. You just need to obviously go there. That's why the idea for this course is you're a driver, you need to learn how to control the vehicle. The commander will learn how to command the vehicle. That's basically the gist of it.
Okay.
Anything else, Mr. I do take your comments really to heart. Thank you for pointing that out. I'll try and we will take that into account next time. We discuss the course because we do constantly review the course as to what actually goes within inside of the course material. But that's a good suggestion.
Just having
But,
like maybe just a theory section, not necessarily a practical test, but just the theory behind it might be useful, because if you're asked to do it, then at least you know what the end result is, so you can kind of have the knowledge prior.
We can definitely look into it. Maybe just explaining what it will be. But obviously, as I explained, a lot of the actual maneuvers and tactics behind actually using the vehicles will be covered in the advanced driving course, where you will learn a ton more, more advanced stuff, more in-depth things. But yes, we do really take that suggestion to heart, mate, and yeah, we will take that definitely into account when we revise this course again.
Right.
Alright, anything else? Mr. Angus, Mr. Sorga?
It from me.
Mr.
I
Anderson?
don't think I mean, I have one comment that on certain occasions I think I've seen or heard someone do something wrong, and I never really was corrected, and like it never really was corrected or anything, so I never really knew what he did was right or not.
What do you mean? Give me an example.
I've heard someone call out second vehicle movement, and I'm not sure if that's how you meant to do or not.
No, that is not what you're supposed to be doing. Obviously, I stated in the beginning, first and last vehicle. It wasn't a repetitive thing. It's just nerves. That's fine. As you've seen afterwards, nobody did that again. So yeah, I could have stripped you down, but I know you guys are just learning this. There's going to be mistakes, but if you would like to, if you'd like me to raise more points like that, then that is absolutely fine. I will take that into account for my next course. Okay. Is that fine stuff, Mr. Sorga?
I don't have any other comments. I agree completely with Angus. What Angus said.
Thank you for that, mate. Mr. Shepherd?
Yeah, teaching is very good. I think I learned a lot. Obviously, I'm a bit of a nonce and I can't remember shit, but that's just me.
What's an MSR?
Main supply road.
There you go.
Mr. Niles? If
Yeah.
Mr. Shepherd has nothing left?
Do you have
Mr.
anything,
Shepherd? You have anything else to share?
No, that's it.
Yeah, overall, really good night. Learned quite a bit. We've got 3 pages of A4 notes taken down that I can revise from. Teaches really well, very informative, very direct, and I'll be seeing you on advance.
I'll be seeing you in advance, mate. Cheers for that. Be prepared for advance. You're gonna need at least 30 pages long. It's a quite heavy course. Lots of theory. As I explained before, it's a lot more theory because we go a lot more into depth. It's a lot of required things such as defile crossing and formation of hides, harbors. It's called a hide, a vehicle hide. Jockeying, obviously using more of the attacking and defensive commanding of the vehicles.
Yeah, sounds good.
Excellent. Anything else?
No, that's it for me.
Loud and slow? You want whisper, mate?
Well, it's been a while since I've taken it, but yeah, it sure became a lot more informative than it used to be. I do gotta say the final test got a bit easier, but yeah, nice stand-up teaching.
Yeah, the final test exercise, you guys are lucky that we changed it. Previously, you had to do this entire thing without a commander.
Oh wow.
And there was a nice cone in the middle. You
Nope.
couldn't come past that cone to park. You had to go around the cone in order to park.
Yeah.
I failed it once.
Damn.
Yeah, I had on average 60% of my class drop out because of that. Final exercise, they would get up to the final exercise, no commander, they would fail just there. But yeah, I think we changed the course for the better. Because this is how you would actually do it. But anything else, Lo?
No. That's pretty much it.
Davies, last points?
Hmm?
Any last points?
No, I'm just here to teach from you because I'll be taking over the course, ain't I?
That is absolutely correct. Mr. Davis will now be taking over this course. So this might be the last time that I ever teach this course for the foreseeable future. I don't know if Mr. Neil's about. Mr. Neil, you about? Do you think he disconnected?
Yeah.
But please do thank Mr. Neil who gave up some of his time just to come and invigilate the course and obviously assist me where possible. So if you do see him, please do thank him. Lads, I want to thank you on my behalf for offering up your time to do the course. It's been an adventure, yeah?
Yeah.
Been good.
Alright, excellent, lads. I will submit the paperwork hopefully now, if not definitely by tomorrow, so you guys will have your badges by either tomorrow evening or the day after, yeah?
Roger.
Roger.
Excellent. You guys are free to for the team that won, you guys will be receiving your gifts shortly.
That was us, Spanish Shepherd.
I don't think so. Actually, no. Wait. No, that was me. That was me, Shepherd, and Neil. Wasn't it?
Sure about that?
Sure.
Mr. Slow, who was it? I fucking lost count.
It was the Super Badger Cinemagic team.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
me, Shepherd, and Neil.
Yeah.
Get down, guys.
Little cheats. Little cheats.
Minus one
Mr.
on the
Angus.
pants.
Yep.
Mr. Angus, you and Mr. Shipper will obviously be receiving your gifts shortly.
Niall,
All the way from
Yeah.
South Africa.
can I have your uniform, please?
No. No way.
Can you buy me one? You do look in one.
The Mrs. made it for me, so.
I buy it after
What
Mr. Dead.
uniform? What? What are we talking
The
about?
one that is Mrs. made for.
On the
screen.
live stream. It's pretty good. I've been watching you as well, buddy.
Thanks, but
Basically made him a U-Bax.
You're actually wearing a U-Bax while playing Arma?
yeah.
Yes. And it's pretty amazing.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's actually got the patches and everything, Hartman.
Wait, what?
Bloody hell. What, you actually got the 4 patches?
Yeah, I've got the. Basically, if you check Twitter, it's on Twitter. Yeah.
Fucking talk about dedication, lads.
I hope to see that and paperwork laminated already.
Right,
Oh yeah, it's been some time. Well, lads, I am going to dismiss you. But,
To yourself.
I got one! I got one! I got 2! Okay then. You guys have a good evening. Thanks for coming, lads.
Thanks, a good evening.
Thanks, Davies.
You reckon, bro?
Yeah, you don't salute me. Fucking-
Hey, Hartman.
Okay, how much
Hartman.
cleanup do I have to do on the server?
I already done it.
By the way, Angus.
Alright, time for
Hello.
me to go to bed so I can actually get up for work in the morning.
Okay,
See ya.
See you,
Good night.
Shepherd.
So, thank you so much for watching, guys. They said, I'll upload this to YouTube. All the links will be in the description, so go and check us out. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday for next up. Have a good one, guys. Bye.